What up? What up? It's your boy Tone 202 coming at you one more Gizan. And I usually don't pay attention to these two teams. I haven't paid any attention to the Jets ever since the Broadway Joe and the Steel. And only time I pay attention to the Browns when they play the Steelers. And in a Browns must-win game. Other than that, we usually just beat them. We actually tied them earlier in the season. It's only week 3, so I guess the last game. I don't know what game we played them in week 1 or week 2, but nonetheless, somebody had asked me, when do I think the Browns will be good? My direct answer, without seeing who they had on their team recently, I know that, okay, this is what I did. I said, I think they'll be good in about 4 or 5 years. And the reason why I said that, okay, I'm sorry, let me stop again. You guys, I can't show the video. I have to click view it simply because of copyright reasons. Okay, so there's that. But the reason why I said that is because they're usually like in last place. Okay, sometimes they make, they win about 4 or 5 games, but they get first-round draft picks a lot because they're in last place. It's only fair. Now, they've had a couple really, really, really good draft picks. I think Ricky, I forgot what his name was, Ricky something. You guys are going to remind me. He turned out not to be that well, and I think he ended up going to, who was it, the Colts? And then, of course, recently they had Johnny Manziel, and he turned out going back to, he's like, I still want to party and be an Aggie. Gig him. So he left, and then you had, of course, Josh Gordon, who, to my surprise, now plays for the Patriots. Well, he stands on the sideline for the Patriots because he wasn't even dressed this week to play when they lost. So there's that. But Cleveland gets some, they even had RG3, but you have to have a line to protect an RG3. It was a good choice for you to have Johnny Manziel because your line is small. If you have a small line, you need a Doug Flutie, you need a Cam Newton, you need a Jake the Snake, back there. You need somebody who can run, and that kid from A&M personified scrambling quarterback. He, you know what I'm saying? You need a Michael Vick back there or Cordell Stewart. You need that type of running back who's just not going to sit in the pocket. You can't have somebody like Tom Brady who runs a 5.5 40, if that. You got to have somebody with some legs on him. Colin Kaepernick, you guys get the point. Nonetheless, we all know what happened with Johnny Football. But nonetheless, that was the right choice. And then you guys try to fill that space with somebody who had a couple concussions before he even left Baylor. You know what I'm saying? So once he was kicked off of the Redskins because he could no longer scramble because of his knee, it was just a really bad choice. Nonetheless, so the Browns, when I look at the Browns, I think, you know what, Browns? You guys got an opportunity to at least go over 500 this season, because I know you guys got a couple good picks. I just don't know who they are. But when I start looking at the highlights of the game, and I'm not going to click through the whole thing, you guys. When I started looking at the highlights of the game, I was like, wait a minute, did they just say Carlos Hyde? Ohio State's Carlos Hyde? Wait, what? See, this is why I think Cleveland's going to be a threat in about 4 years. Because when you pick up somebody like Carlos Hyde, you know what I'm saying? When you pick up, okay, let's backtrack for a minute. Ohio State at one time had more people drafted to the NFL than any other team, any other college team. It was like 14 people. They have a lot of people drafted to the NFL. And, of course, then you have your walk-ons and you have your red shirts or however that goes. But nonetheless, just drafted 14 players off of one team. Okay, that's a lot of people. So when you got an Ezekiel Elliott who's developed, by the Ohio State, monster offense that they always have, and then when you have a Carlos Hyde, you know that they're going to go to, they're going to go to the NFL and they're going to make a mark. That's just that. Zeke couldn't really do his thing, even though he's a monster, because he got in a little bit of trouble. I expect him to do better this year. Carlos Hyde, I expect him to do, actually, he's going to do okay because he plays for Cleveland. But if he played for San Francisco, or if he even played for, if he even played for the Bears, he would do just a lot better. And that's just that. Or Pittsburgh. Oh my God, if he played for Pittsburgh, but we still got to deal with Bell. Anyway, moving on. So Carlos Hyde, and then Tyrod Taylor. Now, the thing about Taylor is, I think he's out of Ohio State too. I think Tyrod Taylor's out of Ohio State too. So when I heard that he was the quarterback, I was like, wait, what? Tyrod Taylor's the QB? What? I stand corrected. You guys might do something in less than 4 years. I said, wait a minute, you guys might do something in less than, 5 years. It might be more like 3. But in this game, Taylor gets smashed. He goes down, and there goes Inunwa. Taylor gets smacked, and he goes down, and at this point in the game, they're under 2 yards per play. I mean, they were looking pretty bad. But nonetheless, he goes down when he gets hit, and he's escorted out of the game. Once again, I can't show you guys the highlights. Just go to YouTube and look at the highlights. Just go to YouTube and look at the highlights. That's why I put click through, so you guys know I'm just clicking through and giving you guys my opinion. Because one of my subs asked me about this. So I try to give my subs what they want when it comes to that without, infringing on copyrights. But nonetheless, so I said, well, listen, you guys got Carlos Hyde. You guys got Landry right there, who's doing something, phenomenal player. You guys got Tyrod Taylor still. He's still out there somewhere. You guys got Johnson, Higgins, and the quarterback, Mayfield. Now, once again, I go back to my original, what everybody knows. If you pretty much are doing terrible, you get first-round draft picks and so on and so forth. This guy, Mayfield, was that. There he is right there, Heisman Trophy winner. Okay? Heisman Trophy winner. That's his debut, actually, this game right here. He comes in, and that was Njoku who got the ball. He comes in, and he's looking like a young Brett Favre. Except he's a lot smaller than Brett Favre. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? What's going on here? Is this a young Alex Smith that comes in? And this was a lineman who got, because it was a fumble, and the lineman picked the ball and ran out for like 10 yards. Big ups on the lineman. I wish I could show that play because it was a hell of a play. Boom, fumbles, lineman picks up the ball, and once again, I can't show everything, but it was awesome. Big number 75, tumbling down. Look at everybody trying to stop this big dude, man. I tell you what, remember when the refrigerator Perry, they gave him the ball and was like, Fridge, go for it, when he played for Chicago? You guys remember that? He was like, what, a easy 400-pound lineman? And he's like, you know what? Give the Fridge the ball. Let's see what happens. That's exactly what they start doing. Don't be surprised if you see a lineman in the backfield. Don't be, if it's legal, it's legal. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised if a lineman gets the ball every now and again. But nonetheless, to make this a little shorter, I'm just telling you guys, I think that Cleveland has a chance. Once they can get above 500, Once they can get above, now these are the Jets. The Jets are not at the top of the pile here, but once Cleveland, I mean, they tied Pittsburgh and they beat the Jets. Okay, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? 0-1-1, and now they're 1-1-1. I mean, okay, let's. I'm saying if they can get to 500, Cleveland can get to 500, and a new kicker because this guy barely makes it. You're no Matt Barr. Is the next one where he barely makes it. You're not one of the Barr brothers. Remember, played for the Vikings. Until who's it? Matt Barr, who all he had to do was kick a field goal. He was perfect all season, and it was in a playoff game, and he missed. He missed the kick. It was like, wait, what? Mr. Perfect missed. I love it. That's what you call football, everyone. But nonetheless, I think that Cleveland has a very young team, and I think they're going to grow together if they can stay healthy. And my unprofessional opinion, with the help of, Taylor coming back. Taylor, listen. Taylor, I mean, I don't know what he did. He bruised his shoulders. I don't know what he did, but nonetheless, they walked him off the field. Once he got to the sideline, they walked him into the locker room. So I don't know what his injury is, but, that's usually a serious thing. But nonetheless, he walked on his own. What I'm saying is they have a two-headed monster at the quarterback position. And I've been saying this over and over again. If you got yourself, like the Eagles have a nice two-headed monster. You know what I'm saying? If Carson Wentz is still there. But is it Carson Wentz? I think it's Carson Wentz. It's Carson Wentz. Eagles quarterback. Yeah, I think it's Carson Wentz. But they have a nice little two-headed monster there. So I'm saying that I'm gonna show this stupid commercial. Negative on a commercial. I'm saying that I believe Cleveland's gonna do their thing this year.